Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Carson.
And today we are watching Haikyuu, Season 2, Episode 5. What happened last time?
Training camp.
And we're still there. And we're excited to keep going. Please like, please subscribe. Check out Patreon to get a week ahead. Support the official release. Let's go.
Nekoma. They're gonna get slapped.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna get fucking slapped. It might be a fight, but you know.
I'm honestly surprised
they're not
that
gonna be
this
surprised
isn't what
anymore.
we started out with in this little tournament thing of them just getting dunked on.
I'm not surprised because they wanted to set up this rivalry before we actually fought. Because that's the beat of this. Let's go. Greed. She stayed over at the school.
She's just there now.
Yeah. Don't mind. Don't mind, don't mind. This guy talking, which means that the he's like, oh. Oh no! He meant it when he said he would block that shit, and Noya couldn't even get it.
First try.
Shit. This is bad.
Messing him up here.
Those fighting words there, Lev. See, I was just gonna point that out. This is like a friendly come here, and then if you do it like this, it's a fight thing.
It's funny because in anime, whenever they do this, it always
It
to me looks
like that, because that's how we use it. I remember, We used to have Japanese exchange students, and I remember they were saying that they were always freaked out whenever they'd be like, I'm trying to find the ketchup in the supermarket or whatever, and then the person, they couldn't talk, so the person was always at the end of the aisle like this, and then they were like, what did I do? Let's fucking go. Nice. You got carried away? Were they about to hit each other? Yeah, oh shit. Hinata's getting careless, he's not like paying attention to everyone else. Was this? Oh no. I think this is what Saiko was foreshadowing last episode when she was talking about the little giant, what was happening with him. Left the nest. Is flying. This is, I did not like the look on Asahi's face. That kind of made me a little bit sad.
Yeah.
Nice. This is that like inner conflict that I was kind of looking forward to in season 1, but now I don't want it. Oh.
It threw everyone off.
Yeah. Oh. What happened? There was looming fear.
Yeah.
Eaten up. Oh.
Yeah. It's bad for him, but other people know that it could be good for the team, but they don't want to say so because they already have an ace who's really good and he's a third year and he came back and...
You guys are the weakest team out of all the teams here.
I wonder if they're gonna try... I like this guy, just like such a busybody into their team.
What you said make you seem like a really reliable teacher. But they oh man, this is rough shit. Oh, he's watching. He's listening. He's dropping. I fucking called this dude. I said, like, is that gonna fuck with him? Like, in that episode. Because the last one was on him, not that it is his fault. Sharingan. He was afraid. I don't know how many times I need to tell you, I have the Sharingan.
Getting his soul stared into right there.
It's a really difficult thing to like compromise or risk compromising the entire team's worth and strength. It's just one day.
Yeah, but they're like actual thing is coming up, and when's a better time to like?
That's true.
I don't know. Just try something new if someone's feeling inspired to do it. None of this counts.
It's true, but this is a chance for them to test like their formation and them as a team and like drill. But like
But nothing about that has changed since the last tournament that they played.
I thought we were gonna hear about what they would say about them when they weren't around.
So talking shit. A rather annoying relative, aka his grandfather, the coach. He's dead.
Is he dead? No, I thought he was retired.
Oh.
I don't think he called the other coach saying I'm dead. He called the other coach saying I'm retiring. He could be dead. I don't know. Maybe he needs to focus on where it's going, not where it is. Just trust in Kageyama in that way and try and put it in a certain spot. What happens to his potential? What happens when he's not on a team with you?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna bite us. Okay, let's calm down. Hold on there, Oikawa. She's just so scared. I thought you moved past that there, Kageyama, that cold style of yours. So you haven't grown is what you're saying. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! They're straight up fighting. No. No, that's not it.
Not saying.
It's not, his growth is stunting and he's fucking pissed off. Kinda hurts to see Tanaka like that as well. This music. This guy's wasting his cigarettes. He smokes like a quarter of the cigarette and puts it out and crushes it. Are you telling me one of the best players on our team, who is also the youngest member of our team, has a lot of potential?
Oh no.
That's dope. Nice. I'm glad he went to him. I'm glad he went to him. That's the right answer. It's a really rough thing to not only hit a wall, but like to feel like, I don't know, to feel like you're. I'm not sure if how much he feels this intensely, but like what he's running into is that his development is at odds with the development of the team. But if he goes with the development of the team strictly, and doesn't focus on himself, they could advance possibly. But in the long run, it's not only not what's best for the team for the next 3 years that he's going to be playing, but also, yeah, what if Kageyama like gets injured and then he's just with Sugawara?
Then he can
For
just do
example.
it like a super average.
Or he's just a decoy.
Yeah.
Like, where does that leave him in terms of playing for the rest of his
But he
life?
can't be a decoy if there's not the initial fast one.
Yeah.
That like
Sets up
scares
everybody
people
expectations,
into wanting to, you know. So it's yeah. He kind of is just being held back by his team, as hard it is to say that, but it makes sense because it is such a long shot. Like everyone else, he has his one thing and it's so good, But I do
But it's not really his thing.
But that's exactly what Kageyama's saying. Oh, well, you don't need to, like, you don't need
to do anything.
It's like, that's all me. You just need to hit it. And it's like...
So then what the fuck am I?
Exactly. It's like, why should that be comforting or reassuring in any way?
It's like, oh, okay, so I'll just follow you around for the rest of my life. I'll just live in your shadow, basically. I'll just not even that. That's more extreme. But it could be looked at like that. But it's like, what kind of a player is that? Like, somebody could learn to be as fast as he is. Somebody could learn to fill the role that with enough time and enough practice. It's not like what he has is, I mean, it's really fucking good and incredible. But eventually, if they keep making enough moves, of people are like, it's exactly what you talked about last episode. Like, if they keep going at this pace, they'll be past because they aren't evolving. And what broke my heart was when they collided, and Asahi was like, and the way everyone was just like so thrown off by it. It was like, it really like because so much of the heart of the show is like the teamwork and the love between all the boys. So when that's like put at risk, it's an extreme way to say that, but when that's like called into question and it's not feeling that strong, it immediately makes me feel bad. Like this face of Asahi of like, and when they were doing the drills of like, this guy's trying to fucking steal my spot.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like what is good for, it's like you were saying earlier, what is good for the team right now versus what will be good in the years to come is protecting Asahi's pride essentially more, and like the stability of the team right now more important than Hinata potentially surpassing him and becoming, or like at least surpassing himself right now and becoming more versatile. Like, is the chance of that less important and shouldn't be even entertained because they just don't think that he can do it? Because that's what it comes down to. That's what the coach was saying. Like, oh, he doesn't
actually see anything.
So far, he's only been able to do his weird ones and like one other one. He can't do anything other than that. But it's like, he hasn't tried. Like, you can at least give it a fair shot.
But the place to do that is not this one training camp where they have a specific number of games to play at this training camp with these people. The time to do that is not at that. The training camp, the best way to use that time with all these other teams for this one like few weekend or few days is to drill what you already know and test it against worthy opponents. Whereas learning new things is like, you don't try out a new thing when you're fucking like at this training camp with like using up everyone's time to try and like get your spotlight or get your go out of your lane and fuck everything up while we're trying to train for the actual event. Like we're going into this with a strategy, with things that we want to improve and test. This is a testing phase. This is not something that we just like introduce random new shit like, oh, I'm gonna just start. You know that thing? You know this thing that we've been like really relying on this whole time? Let's just stop doing it so that I can get in the spotlight a while, because that's what I feel is best for my development. That's not thinking of the team, and that's honestly not thinking of yourself. That's just kind of jumping the gun because you feel threatened. And the right thing to do is what he did at the end of coming to the coach off hours, out of all that shit, and being like, what do I need to focus on so that I can improve myself and reach my potential? That's what you do. It's not take not only your team's time, but the other team's time and fuck up everything. Because the other team isn't getting worthy practice if they're not fighting you at your best.
That's true.
You know? So that what he did at the end is the better move of figure out on your own time, talk to other people, train with Kageyama off hours. Only problem is Kageyama is a dumbass who also is way too prideful in himself and still still hasn't fully gotten over that shitty side of him. Because he is right that, you know, everyone's right when they say that the quick attack is their biggest strength.
Yeah.
But he's wrong in saying just, you know, don't worry about yourself. But he's wrong in thinking that it's about him. Because Hinata's like, no, I'm not saying, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. what's wrong
It's
is
not
me.
about
I want
you.
I want to grow. I want to, evolve, and I'm just asking you to help me. And Kageyama's like, what? So I'm not good enough for you? So my sets aren't good enough. My sets aren't good. What we've been doing isn't good enough. And it's like, that's not my point. And he's just like, fine, whatever, bro. And then they get in a big fight. But I like the way this turned out, and it's now has the potential to go in a positive direction.
Mm-hmm. I really hope that the coach listens to him and they do give this a shot, because I think if they don't, then I think doing that practice, those practice games was kind of for nothing, because what did they, this was something they learned from that. Hinata needing to do something different, potentially being able to do something different is something to learn from that, because they were the weakest ones there. Hinata wants to try to learn something new. What would that... If he did, that would only make them stronger. And no one else is coming forward of oh, I want to try this new thing. This is what my plan to make the team strong. No one else is doing that.
They are. They are actually doing it. They're saying, Hinata, if you want to improve your skills and get better, focus on the things you're bad at, not trying to fuck with the thing you're already good at. They're saying focus on receiving, focus on serving, focus on, not trying to be in the spotlight, because that's a little bit selfish, because you're fucking with our whole vibe. What you can do well, better than anyone, is this quick attack. And fucking with that is not what we should be doing when we're trying to go to fucking nationals.
But I guess...
But he's not wrong, again, what we've been saying.
This is what the coach, for the other team was saying, it's that... You can, even if he gets better at his blocks and his receives, that's just going to make them more stable.
Exactly.
That's not going to take them to the next level.
Yeah. Hinata's trying to take a risk.
He's trying to, high risk, high reward situation where everyone else is let's just double down on what's already there. And what's already there is good, but is just being slightly better than you were before going to take you to nationals? No. You need that thing, and they thought their quick could be that thing, but turns out against strong teams, it's actually not as effective
as was demonstrated
as they thought.
Versus Seijo.
Exactly. So what's the point of having an ultimate move that's really good if it turns out that it's
not as good?
The farther up that,
because it's an arms race. It's an arms race of so now they're not. It's not that number 10. It's. Oh yeah, Hinata Shoyo from Karasuno. He has this thing with Kageyama, their setter, where they do this crazy thing. Now that every school in the fucking, this side of the country, who watched their tape knows about this thing. It's an arms race where now people are developing counters to it, and other teams are improving. They're getting new people like Lev, where it's, they're filling
getting
their
holes. Own version of that.
Yeah, they're taking these big leaps forward, where it takes work, where Kenma is fuck this guy. This is stupid.
It's the same thing. It's the setter having to basically
adapt.
Go along and mess around until, but when it hits, when he hits the ball, it fucking slaps, bro. I don't know. That's the stupidest thing I could have said. We're leaving. Bye-bye. Please check out our Patreon if you want to get a week ahead. Like and subscribe for more comments like that.